getting messed up! We need supporting fire!
Greetings, squad leaders and fighters. Today, we're embarking on an in-depth journey into the pivotal roles of the light anti-tank and the heavy anti-tank classes in squad. These roles are not just about pulling the trigger, they're about strategy, understanding, and teamwork. Our mission? To transform you into a formidable adversary against enemy armor. Let's dive into the world of anti-tank warfare and master the art of turning steel beasts into scrap metal. First things first, let's break down the basics. The LAT class is your agile, quick response to light and medium armored threats. Armed with light launchers, they provide flexibility and mobility on the battlefield, allowing soldiers to quickly reposition and respond to various threats. Equipped with the portable anti-tank weapons like the RPG-7, the AT-4, the DZJ-08, the M72 Law, and others, they can engage light armor effectively. However, due to their light damage, heavy armor should be tracked as the LAT does very little damage to the hull. These launchers come with a variety of ammunition types, including high explosive anti-tank or heat rounds for armored threats and fragmentation or smoke rounds for infantry support and cover. The key to the LAT role is the ability to choose the right tool for the job, balancing the need for direct anti-vehicle capabilities with the broader tactical requirements of your squad. LAT operators must also be adept at using the terrain to their advantage, setting up ambushes and avoiding direct extended confrontation with heavily armored targets. That are better left for the HAT class, or the heavy anti-tank class as it's called. Keep in mind that the light anti-tank, or LAT, does little to nothing to main battle tanks. The best you can hope for is a perfect shot to its track, or to engine it, with the hopes of making them an easier target for the better equipped HAT or friendly armor. Under perfect circumstances, even decrew the enemy tank by swarming them during their repair. Switching gears, the HAT, or heavy anti-tank class, brings out the big guns, quite literally. Equipped to take on the most heavily armored targets, HATs pack a punch with their advanced rocket and missile systems. Each team is limited to just 2 heavy anti-tank kits. The heavy anti-tank role takes on the game's most formidable armored threats, equipped with the most powerful weapons such as the Carl Gustav, the MAAWS, the RPG-7 Heavy Tandem, the In-Law, and others. These weapons allow HAT operators to engage enemy armor from greater distances and with higher precision than their LAT counterparts. In addition to dealing significant more damage, being able to put many IFVs on the brink of death in just a single shot, and able to take out tanks in just 2 well-placed shots. Due to the significant impact of this kit, the HAT operators must carefully choose their engagement locations, prioritizing high ground or concealed positions that offer clear line of sights to enemy vehicles. The effectiveness of a HAT operator is not just in the damage they can inflict, but in their ability to shape the battlefield. By taking out key enemy assets, they can force the opposing team to adapt their strategy, potentially avoiding certain areas or investing more resources in protecting their armor. Even if they do not destroy a vehicle, one damaging hit from a HAT will force pretty much any vehicle to go back for repairs, creating considerable downtime for the enemy vehicle and giving your team room to operate. This role requires a high level of patience, skill, and coordination with the rest of the team to identify and time engagements for maximum impact. Both LAT and HAT roles are crucial for a team's success in squad. I felt like I've said that many times, but I cannot stress just how important these kits are. They provide the necessary tools to counter enemy vehicles and contribute to the team's overall strategy. It is important to understand the various functions of these classes. For instance, making sure your distance is great enough from your target to satisfy the arming distance requirement. A link to all launchers and their specific details below. Mastery of these roles involves not being only proficient with the weapons and equipment, but also a deep understanding of vehicle weak spots, engagement tactics, and coordination with teammates. LATs are swift and versatile, capable of repositioning quickly to respond to threats and immobilizing them. Hats, while less mobile due to the longer time to prime their weapon and line up a shot, deliver devastating blows to high-value targets. Their success can significantly impact your team's ability to control the battlefield. Knowing your enemy is critical. From the fast-moving BRDM to the formidable T-72 tank, identifying what you're up against is crucial. Identifying armor is best left to its own individual video. Luckily, I've already made that one, and it's up here, up above. Now, let's talk about the Achilles heel. Targeting the weak spots is an art. Whether it's the ammo rack, the side armor, or rear engine area, I'll show you some tools so you know exactly where to hit them hard. Visual aids and diagrams will help you visualize these critical vulnerabilities. Let's look into a website that shows everything you need to know about destroying enemy armor. The website is great, but there's only one problem, and that is it doesn't always accurately depict how much damage each shot does. However, it will tell you where and how you can penetrate enemy armor. This website lets you filter by factions and armor types. Along with this, it allows you to look at penetration of various rocket types. A quick rule of thumb though, as a lat kit, you will have an impossible time killing an MBT. Your best hope is to track it and allow others to come help finish the kill. Let's look at an example. The M1A2 or Abrams. Switching to an internal view, we can locate the high damage areas. The ammo rack being the #1 spot to target. You can use different types of launchers and ammo to see what will happen if you shoot certain areas. The RPG-28 can ammo rack an Abrams, but only if you hit the sweet spot on the left side of the tank. Play around with this website, learning each weak spot and translate this best as you can into game. Practice engaging enemy armor with launchers on Jensen's range. A more accurate method is to join a live server running Jensen range for accurate damage modeling. Practice with different launchers and vehicles to allow you to maximize your impact in game. Positioning is everything. High ground, natural concealment, and urban cover are your best friends. I have made a video here detailing the best theories and movement within squad. Let's learn how you can estimate distance accurately without a squad leader's mark. Some launcher systems come with a built-in rangefinder like the PF98, or a system for range finding like the RPG-7 or the MK217. The RPG-7 graph allows you to measure an enemy's tank, roughly. It was built to range find typical tank targets with a height of 2.7 meters. Let's put this theory into action. Imagine you're holding a key crossroads with lat and hat teams positioned strategically. We'll simulate enemy armor advancing. As the tanks advance, the first shots should be taken by the light anti-tank to track the enemy armor. The hat team should be positioned separately from the light anti-tank because after that first rocket is fired, the enemy armor will begin engaging the location to where they believe the light anti-tank rocket came from. Once the vehicle is tracked, it becomes a sitting duck for the hat teams to knock it out. Today, we've journeyed through the roles, equipment, strategies, and practical applications of becoming an anti-tank expert in squad. Remember, the path to mastery is through practice, communication, and teamwork. For more in-depth guides and tips, explore my channel, equip yourself with the knowledge, and dominate the battlefield. Until next time, stay sharp and see you in squad. Thank you to Show of Force for allowing me to record and stream on your server.